watch them while sipping tea on the terrace. I've been in Florida this is day 4 on a 7-day trip to see my best friend. She just got engaged. I flew here for all of the engagement activities, including her dress fitting, which is the big one tomorrow. We've been rotting. We don't get to do that together anymore. She's been my best friend since college, and it's funny because I think she's the only person I could visit and do literally nothing with the entire time I was there, and I would be like, great trip. But I was getting ready to go to a baseball game tonight. We went to the pool today. I was like, you've not filmed a single thing. And at first I honestly almost just gave up on the idea of filming, but then I was like, just film right now. Duh. I'm doing my hair. I'm about to round brush it. I did just do my makeup. I'm using this like lip stain that everyone and their mom is talking about. Where is it? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like on TikTok. I'll link it below. I got it at Ulta. I am basically having to like convince myself to stay in summer. I am so fall ready, and Chloe got me the e.l.f. Reviver gloss as like a little basket when I got here. I'll show you. And we went Code Orange shopping yesterday, and I'm not kidding, like this smells like coffee, but it's brown and looks like fall, and look how pretty that is. She obviously didn't do it on purpose, but like it's not helping the fall delusion. Like, is this insane to wear? I look like I'm in fall, right? Look how burnt I got. It honestly could have been a lot worse. This one looks way worse. Look, you can tell exactly where I didn't apply sunscreen. Hilarious. Finished getting ready, and then I will take you guys from here on out through this trip. Because I should have been doing it the whole time, but I'm not kidding, guys. Like, we ate coconut cake, did a Code Orange. Like, that's really the only thing we've done. We went to the store. We went to the mall. I'm gonna put in the little TikTok vlog that I made for Code Orange right now, because that's literally the only thing I've done. We've done that. We got coffee. We went to go to the mall. I bought those glasses like on a whim. It stormed on us. We came home and we've just been watching the Righteous Gemstones, this show, and that's what we've been doing. That's it. Really quick before I finish getting ready, like, this is what you were sitting on, because I never remember to pack my tripod. Makeshift. Round 2, trying for Code Orange in the middle of spring, but this time with my best friend. That pretty lady just got engaged, and I am in Florida to celebrate her and go to all the different types of bridal appointments. If you watch my first attempt at Code Orange, you would know that a fun drink is necessary. Home Goods ended up being a complete bust, but I did get a good laugh at all of the ocean animals for decor. I forgot how insane that was and how prevalent in all the stores. That being said, if I could fit that marble shark in my carry-on, it would be coming home with me. Fortunately for us, a Hobby Lobby was right next door, and we did start on the wedding aisle. I truly wasn't feeling too confident, even with all of these orange fake florals around, because it felt very fall and Thanksgiving and not very pumpkin until I saw this. An entire wall of pumpkins. I personally love the really weird witchy ones, or the ones that have kind of weird texture. Pleasantly to my surprise, every single time we turned a new corner, there were way more candles, way more pumpkins to choose from. I had already felt like I hit the jackpot with all of these little center sections filled with candles, and then we turned the corner again and there were full aisles of Halloween and fall stuff. There was even some stuff for the Thanksgiving girlies. That's not me, but if you are, head to Hobby Lobby. I cannot properly express how many pumpkins there were to choose from, guys. All sizes, all shapes, all colors, all textures. Woven, squishy. This one's Sherpa. You can see me like manhandle this one because it feels like a fluffy blanket. Speaking of fluffy blankets, there are blankets, pillows. There's even this carvable fake pumpkin, which I thought was so cool, but not for $40. This candle really knocked my socks off. It is called Plentiful Harvest, and the little container that I was into was absolutely precious. I genuinely love how this blanket felt, and I don't know if it's because I'm new to Hobby Lobby or what, but I can't get over the prices. Like, is it always this expensive? We found these little recipe boards, and I will be making that pumpkin spice latte when I get back to Denver, so stay tuned. I will let you know if it's any good. As someone that loves to give gifts, these little ribbons made me want to give out Halloween gifts to my friends. Out of all the fake foliage, this aisle was definitely my favorite because it was very centerpiece driven and it just had more unique options, especially because I personally love to have little Halloween pieces around my house year round. If you haven't done one of these little paint your own decor items, I highly recommend it. I did it for Christmas and it's so much fun. Lastly, this is something I would absolutely keep in my house year round. These little candles and candelabras, they had these really cool textures on them and they were just absolutely gorgeous, but the ribbed were definitely my favorite. This Code Orange could not have been more successful. I am giddy over the idea that stores will be leaning into Summerween. And when I asked Chloe, she said she rated it a 12 out of 10.
milkshake, please.
Is that an Oreo milkshake?
With M&Ms in it, please.
Oh, Oreo M&M.
Yes,
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Buddy. I'm so excited for my milkshake.
I was literally like, oh no.
Oreo and M&M. Have you ever?
You asked for red velvet. She's talking about cotton candy.
No, but have you ever had that?
You yelling at me on the vlog?
Have you ever tried the s'mores one?
S'more what?
The s'mores blizzard.
S'more what?
S'mores blizzard.
No.
I'm good with just one blizzard. I don't need s'more.
Oh, that's
All right,
actually a Dairy Queen. Absolutely, yes.
The sun is shining bright like a colorful aurora. It paints the world in hues of orange and white and more. I'm gonna start. So you're lost and you're bleeding, 'cause you're tired but you keep spinning. And you're scared if you admit it, you'll fall to pieces right now. So I'm writing this note as you sleep. I swear to myself, you're my best friend. But words might only seem like empty promises. So don't waste your time trying to read in between. You can leave me all alone. Just let me know how I felt again. I don't wanna pretend that we're okay, that you're the only one who's gonna save me now.
Hi, good morning. I am on the last day here. I feel like this video is either going to be better than I was anticipating, or it's going to have like be 5 minutes leading up to this point. I'm going to talk too much. But I am in the middle of packing my room. I left it a complete disaster, or not left it, I made it a disaster. So now I'm cleaning it, and I don't get home until it's like 11 p.m. Mountain Time, but I get home, like my body's gonna feel like it's 1 o'clock, which is typically when I've been getting tired here. So I'm a little bit nervous about that. I've had so much fun. I am typically pretty ready to like get back to routine, but I don't really have a routine right now, which has been weird. So little life update. I want a job really bad. Like, I miss having consistent income, and I think I finally figured out what I want to do with my life. And there are things that I want to do that are free, and then there are things that I want to actually start investing in and saving up for. And yeah, I need income for those things, and I just kind of miss having such a strict routine for these like daily tasks. I didn't think I'd ever say that, but here we are. Would love a job that has like really good work culture. That's one of my top priorities, is having good work culture and just enjoying showing up to work, and then being able to go home and kind of just be like, that was my job for the day, if that makes any sense. I know for a fact that when I first became unemployed by choice, I genuinely like desperately needed that time to heal from the wreckage of 2024. It was the worst year of my life. Yeah, not to get into it, but the year was so hard and completely out of my control, and it was more than just like, oh, decide to have a good day or decide to be okay or feel joy. And normally that's what I am. I decide what kind of day I'm having, if I'm gonna like show up positively. Yeah, last year I was just like showing up every day and doing my best, which looked different every day, but it was nowhere near what my best actually is. So now that I feel like I'm back to myself, and I like came back to myself, and I have this like emotional stability and drive, like my ambitions back, which I'm really excited about. I just like want to pour into something that's like outside of me but helps me towards my goals. And again, like I want to create some things that I would need to like financially invest in to do, and like would need to save money over time. And I like I'm ready to like shift from, so let me explain this better. The first couple of months of this year were just like a healing phase for me, and then there was this like really awkward transition where I was kind of between healing and feeling more like myself and not 100% like myself. So like getting back into the gym, having more routine, paying attention to my health. And now it's like I'm on the back end and I'm ready to go. Like I'm ready to work so hard. I'm ready to like really show up for myself in the healthiest way that I ever have. And I love that about me. I love that attribute about myself. So I miss her. I want to show up for her so bad. But anyway, that's where I'm at with that. So I have been interviewing at jobs. There's one job that I really, really want that I'm waiting to see if I get the 3rd round interview offer. There's only 3 rounds, so it would be the last round. But I did my 2nd round interview with them the day like before I left, which was so last minute. They were like, oh, you're going out of town, like can you come in? And I was like, yeah, let me jump in the shower, I'll be right there. So that was really exciting to be able to meet with them. But unfortunately for me, I met with them and immediately was like leaving the building, and I was like, oh no, I really want this job. This is gonna be heartbreak if I don't get this job. That's the job scenario of where we're at. And then I also think I might have a thyroid problem. I'm just telling you guys everything right now. If you guys know, I've been eating in a deficit and working out really hard for, I want to say like 8 months. I wasn't losing any weight at all. And then I stopped tracking, just tried to focus on like fiber-rich foods, drinking water, movement, things like that. I gained 8 pounds in like less than 3 weeks, which is insane. I've never seen that kind of spike before, and I was flabbergasted to say the least. Along with other symptoms, I got really frustrated, called my sister. She is like my personal doctor. She does private hormone clinic help for people. I was talking to her, and basically we think that there's a very high possibility that I have a thyroid issue, which would have come up when I found out that I had my autoimmune disease, which I found out I had an autoimmune disease last year. Was it last year? That was another thing that was hard about last year, is figuring all of that out and just being sick. It was an awful year. Okay, it was an awful year. So now that we feel like it's that, like could be that, I want to go get tested for that. So hopefully I could get on a medication, which would also help if I got a job, just because of like health insurance and things. But even if I don't get this job, I think I'm just gonna try to wing it because I need to see what's going on, and like the very least get all the testing done and like the blood work done that my sister is requesting. That is a big that, but it is that. I'm trying to think, I feel like I had so much stuff to talk about. Oh, I got a freaking tattoo. Okay, so if you don't know, I have a lot of tattoos, and almost all of these tattoos were done by the same guy, and his name's Gavin Clark. He works at Swan Tattoo in Jacksonville, Florida, and he is the best. I absolutely love this man. I am loyal till the day that I die for him. So like some of them were not him, but like before him, after him type of thing. Chloe, when I was telling her that I was coming here, she was like, oh my god, like are we gonna go do this tattoo thing? And I was like, I don't know, I have like no money. I'm running out of money for sure. And then this intermission job, or like, I keep wanting to say interdisciplinary, and that's not it, where I'm like planning on having this job between the next job that I like actually settle down in. I heard back from them and they're hiring me, and I start not tomorrow but the next day. So I have money coming in. So that was my biggest concern, was not having money coming in. So I was feeling a little bit more comfortable, and I was like, one thing about my tattoo artist is we refer everyone and their mom to him, and so I feel like he's never charged me an adequate amount. Like I always feel like I tip him like 50% of what he charges me, because he charges me and my best friend like nothing. I haven't gotten a tattoo since before I moved, like since I decided I was moving to Colorado. So it's been like 2.5 years, 3 years, potentially like longer. And I was like, because I was saving up to move to Colorado, like moving across the country is not cheap, but I got a tattoo. I've always wanted a hand tattoo. I love snakes. I like think this is the coolest freaking tattoo ever. I'm so in love with it. I think it's so incredible. He did such a good job. I wish it would like focus on its face, because like That is so cool. It did hurt so bad. This was probably the worst tattoo I've ever had. This one hurt really bad too for some reason. Like, I wasn't thrilled with how this one felt, but this one, my like whole body was in like deep sweat. I would like to not have to think about it. And you know, when something's new and it hurts, like you have to think about it too much because you don't want to hit it on something. That's where I'm at with this. Oh, another thing I want to talk about is Chloe. Obviously, I don't want to say obviously, I'm her maid of honor. She asked me like the night that she got engaged. She was like, you're my maid of honor, right? Like that was established. So she got us these little boxes. I'm so glad I just looked over and saw this because I don't think I would have remembered to pack this. When you open it, it like has this swatch and like bag and all this stuff I'll show you, but like look how freaking cute this is. It comes with like you're the maid of honor, important dates, the colors that everyone's wearing, who's in the party, and then a ton of stickers, which are so me, like Vampire Romance Club, like melty smiley face, a little snake, and then the cauldron bless. Shut up, it's so cute. There's so many more like Hot Girls Read. Like I'm just so excited to put all these like on things. She gets me the cutest stickers. She got me this too, and I'm actually not sure if I can travel with this. It's closed, so I feel like I can't. Does she know this says Danielle? No, I have to go show her that. And then the last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was we found, if you know me, you know cotton candy is like my diehard all-time favorite flavor of like anything. When they came out with this, I thought it was fake. I was like, there's no way, this is too good to be true. Like my Saturn return is taking a break until September and I feel it. Everything's going my way. I wanted to try it with you. Saturn return has been absolutely awful. My Saturn return is in my first house and it's just been crazy. Also, my Saturn return is where my stellium is. So like, girl, my entire life, please. So I wanted to try this with you because what the heck. It smells so good. The joy this brings me. Also, I have 3 to drink today before I even get on the plane. I'm not gonna do that. I might do that. We'll see. Ready? No, literally, I actually couldn't ask for more. I couldn't ask for more. Am I gonna cry over an energy drink? Maybe. I don't know. It's so good. Oh my god, I like almost want to sit with the aftertaste so much. Like I want to like have moments with it every time I take a sip because it's so good. Yeah, I might have all 3 today. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here. I feel like this is probably the longest I've talked to you guys in God knows how long. I miss vlogging so much. Like I feel like this last week of my unemployment was like my like little vacation transition before I start working a lot, and like I want to keep up with my 1 week vlogs, like 1 per week vlog, because I just love it so much. I love it so much. And I forgot how much I loved it until I started trying to vlog for this trip like halfway through. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.